everyone, I welcome you all to Hamburg Integrated Farms. As you already know, my name is Sika. We are right here at Bunnyfest 2024. This is actually the maiden edition, and the main purpose for this event is to create awareness of the existence of the rabbit industry. This program is actually going to be quite educating. We have learners here, we have people who are already in the rabbit industry. I'm here to learn a lot, and I know you are also going to learn a lot. Stay tuned and enjoy this event.
This is the first of its kind. It's never happened before. And Bunnyfest is an event dedicated to celebrate rabbit farmers and create awareness of the most delicious meat in the world, which is rabbit meat. Secondly, we are also here to celebrate the rabbit community and promote the culinary potential of rabbit meat. Now, through engaging demonstrations, discussions with industry experts, and delicious tastings, which we can see ongoing over there. Bunnyfest is here to inspire a broader appreciation for and to promote this eco-friendly and protein-rich meat option this festive season. We are also here to revive and rebuild a strong and recognized rabbit industry in Ghana and beyond.
Now what we have to do is the benefits of rabbit farming. The benefits of rabbit farming. Not necessarily the benefits of the animal itself, but the benefits of the farming proper. It's a business venture. Because feed now is expensive. Feed now is expensive. So if you are doing rabbit farm, you have to know the ins and outs of rabbit farming so you can do it and do it well. So now we are going to talk about the benefits of rabbit farming. Benefits of rabbit farming. This is an important segment that I'll be very happy if we have our pens and papers, we could jot down some important messages or some important content that when we leave here, we could all apply it on our various farms and to be of benefits to us all. So I'm going to call on Farmer George to take us through the benefits of rabbit farming.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back again with the benefits, or let me say the advantages or benefits of rabbit farming. Now, rabbit farming, as we know, has enormous benefits or advantages compared to other livestock farming. And I can say that rabbit farming is the best. If you want to start livestock farming, rabbit farming is the best one for you. Now, first and foremost, you know that to start a rabbit farm, you don't need much to start. I don't say to do rabbit farming as a goal, but to start, you don't need much. Looking at these cages over here, you don't need much money or much space to accommodate these cages. I mean, they can literally fit in your bedroom if you don't mind, but I know you mind, but it can fit anywhere. So you know that rabbit farming, you don't need an acre of land to start. But later on, when you want to increase, you can expand your farm with a lot of cages. But you can start rabbit farming with any of these cages here, and it can fit anywhere in your home. So first one is that it doesn't it's a low cost investment when you are starting a rabbit farm. Secondly, fast production rate. We know that rabbits are very prolific. They produce within a shorter period of time. Within a year, one rabbit can produce up to 50 rabbits if you are doing it right. And then we know that their gestation period is very short, from 28 to 33 days. It's very fast. So they multiply very quickly. And then if you are into commercial rabbit farming, you know that by the end of the year, you would have sold more than a cattle farmer. So rabbits produce very fast, and you should take note of that if you want to start a rabbit farm. Now, the most important one is the meat. The meat is very high quality. If you look at the banner pasted behind us, maybe we can't see it from here, but I'll touch on a few things. It has the highest digestible protein ever compared to other meats. Whether pork, whether chicken, whether beef, rabbits have the highest digestible protein. It has the lowest fat and cholesterol. It is highly recommended for high blood pressure patients because of its low cholesterol and low fats. And we know that rabbit meat are the most delicious. So this festive season, I would like to I'll entreat everyone to try rabbit meat if you've not tried it yet. But today we are all going to try it, so don't worry. Now, market versatility. Rabbits are very versatile. Looking at rabbit farming, we can see a whole lot of things lined up here. These are all products in rabbit farming. Rabbits are produced not only for meat, rabbits are very good pets as well. Having a rabbit at home or in your room, you can leave it a rabbit in your room for as long as you want. They are very friendly. You can play with them like a doll or whatever. Your kids will love them. Also, rabbits are also grown for their fur. When you look at those of us who've been to Russia before, anyone been to Russia? Yeah, we all came back because of the war. So we wear coats, heavy coats, and they are all mostly made of rabbit fur because of the cold weather over there. So rabbits are also grown for their fur. So after you enjoy the meat, you can also sell the fur to those who make those coats and all that. Or you can also do your research and enter into the clothes or textile industry as well. Now, if you're a crop farmer or maybe you haven't tried rabbit manure or rabbit pesticide, rabbit urine is a very organic pesticide. It helps a lot. I've tried it myself and I've tested it. I did a small pepper farm this year, and trust me, my pepper and tomatoes for about 3 months or so. Really, I never bought pepper, I never bought tomatoes. It was amazing. So looking at it over here, this is organic rabbit manure. This is rabbit poo, not processed. You can apply it directly to your plants, and it doesn't contain ammonia like chicken droppings and all that. So you can't even hear, you can't even smell it. It's I don't know, it's odorless. Yeah. And this is the pesticide. This is raw rabbit unit undiluted. This can be diluted with water and spray it over your crops, and then no pests at all can destroy your crops. Now, rabbit farming is very sustainable and eco-friendly. Doing rabbit farming has lower impact on society or in the environment. Raising rabbits like this in cages will not disturb your neighbors. They don't make noise. They don't loiter around to destroy anybody's crops or anything. So raising rabbits is very, very eco-friendly, and it saves a lot of problem and trouble. Because if you have rabbits like this, even in your house, and your landlord will not have issues with you. You just need to ask permission. Oh, can I keep rabbits here? Oh, if this is how you are doing it, then you are cool. But if it were to be goats, you hear sounds, they'll make noise, people will complain. They are going to say, what, I have to move my rabbits, I have to quit. But rabbit farming is very, very eco-friendly. Yeah. Rabbit farms is also easy to manage and to handle, because having rabbits like this, yeah, thank you. Having rabbits like this, you can just feed them in the morning, go to work, do whatever you can do, come back in the evening, and then continue your work. It's very easy to manage, and as the number increases, you will have to get help. But starting a rabbit farming basically like this is very easy. It also has quick returns because they multiply quickly and faster. By the end of the year, if you have 5 does, you can have about 250 rabbits if you are doing your breeding cycle or your breeding plan is on point. Because if each rabbit at least gives you 50 or at least 10 in a litter, that means you're going to get 50 from each rabbit. So the least you can get from 5 does is around 150 rabbits. Trust me. And if you are selling this 150 rabbits, just calculate. But I know that will take this percentage, so don't worry. I have just 1 minute left, so let me just hit on the last point. Rabbit farming is also for educational purpose. If you have rabbits at home like this, it is good for you to train your children. You can teach them the basics about caring for these lovely creatures, how to feed them, how to care for them. So as they grow, they said that teach the child the way that he should go, and when he grows, he shall not depart from it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to bring my presentation to a close. Thank you very much.
Discussing rabbit farming as a business.
Okay, well, they are just thank you very much, Jesse. In fact, this MC, after I'll take you to KFC. Okay, you are doing well. Okay, so I'm going to start because my point, maybe the moves can steal my point. So, rabbit farming as a business. In fact, in rabbit farming, I've done rabbit farming for over a decade. Let's say, is it 15 years? Yes. Some of us, there is part of us. We've seen the ups and the downs. During the COVID, I'm a teacher. I'm a proud teacher. And for 1 year, we were supposed to be in the house. It wasn't easy. I have a wife, my wedded wife, lovely wedded wife. I have children that I had to take care of them. It wasn't easy. And it was, you are jealous. It was rabbit farming that sustained us. So talking about rabbit farming as a business, we all know rabbit farming is very profitable. Now, rabbit farming, for me, is not only rearing rabbits, keeping them. As you can see, almost all the cages, except the metal cage, these ones, we did it ourselves. Some headphones. My son, Danny, so 2 of us and my wife, 3 people running the farm. We did it ourselves. And this is a whole business on its own. The cage construction is a whole business on its own. Pots, selling of pots, this one, is a whole business on its own. You go to the man, he does it for you, 4 cedis. You come, you all know what is happening on the social media. 8 cedis, 10 cedis. How many profit are you making? A lot of profit. So imagine the same rabbit farming. Now we also have the drinkers, the same rabbit farming. We have the cemented type, the same rabbit farming. As my brother said, we have this one. When you enter my yard, I have about 10 bags. The man is saying because of my distance, he wants me to get about 20 bags. Then he comes and picks it up. And I'm selling 1 bag 20 cedis. Those days, Zoom Lion, they've chopped my money. In fact, they made the but now, because of social media, I'm selling a bag 25 kg for 20 cedis. On better say risk, but it is rabbit farming. So imagine 20 bags times 20 cedis. How much? Obian feed. You use that money to buy feed. Now the urine is 100% pesticide. You just have to add a little water to it. As time goes on, I believe we'll have trainings. So we'll talk about how you can mix it and make it very organic for you to control the pets in your farm. And it is selling. When you go to social media, you find it, it sells a lot. I think my brother will add some. But we are saying that rabbit farming is very, very profitable. You don't need to breed rabbits and sell. You can also add value. One challenge of farmers, we don't have market. We don't have market, which sometimes I just smile and I laugh over. Because some of us, since we started, the first 5 years, it was a challenge. In fact, you would invest. In fact, Farmer Brown started when we realized that rabbit farming was profitable. Now the time, a yard tree, because he was at the government sector and he realized that he had to quit. He had to quit his job and come full-time rabbit farming. And he will tell you that it is through rabbit farming or the Ashen Mba. Bako, I think, is a lawyer. in a back doctor, I start to be collected. But it's through rabbit farming, we actually member. And for him, he adds value. One thing that we need to know is value addition. Maybe I'm stealing your point, but when you can stretch on it. Value addition. Frozen rabbit, it sells a lot. The only thing is you will have the animals. If you have the animals, no matter what, 2 months, 3 months, you be feeding them and continue to advertise. Within 5-6 months, if you have the animals, what happened to me was, it got to a time, I think some years ago, I was just producing, nobody was buying, producing, nobody. I have a friend at Winneba. They were using it for research at the agri department. He just came to me and said, Samuel, we need 70 bunnies at the age of 3 months. And my brother, that month was my breakthrough. For 3 months, I have complained that, marketing bar, me to feed, marketing bar, and that he came 70 animals and sold one for 150 cedis. 3 months animal, 150 cedis. And at that point, 70 animals came. And that day, in fact, I think I bought pizza for my wife because she was complaining that so many months, the discussion, we are not seeing the point. And at that month, that was our breakthrough. So please, those that are going to start, I'm just here to encourage you. Me, I'm a teacher. If I should talk, I'll make a start. So it is very profitable. From the beginning, you would invest. That one, you can't take it out. You would invest a lot. For Madam, thank you. You would invest a lot. Then you will see mortality. You can't take mortality out. In fact, those doing rabbit farming, correct rabbit farming, they will testify. You can't take mortality at the power farms. Free. But from today, you are moving. You can't take it out. Crossing, failing, you can't take it out. Either crossing at the end of the month, a bit failing. You can't take it out. You have to continue. As I'm saying, over a decade, 10 years over, and I'm still in the business. I started with so many people. Now they find themselves in the poultry industry. And thank God, rabbit industry is now growing up. It's here you are starting. We are taking advantage of it. And imagine the number of rabbits you can keep inside. Bulls, very, very important. Your location, you can brand yourself selling of bulls. It makes money. Even the feed, Danny, someone will give a senior man 5 minutes to talk about feed. He's an animal nutritionist. Wilfred, please let's go for my brother, Wilfred. Animal nutritionist. So we'll give him 5 minutes to just talk about rabbits, the nutrition of rabbits. So based on this, I will hand over the mic to my brother. This is my first time of meeting him. Maybe share on social media, what's up? But this is my first time. So thank you very much. And I believe, okay, so the feed is here. In fact, this is the feed. I am making a lot of money. If I give you some calculation, in fact, my person may say will be business. We fed of the Gesh. We fed of Ellie. They are all Ellie clean. They are all producing rabbit feed. It is another business on its own. For me, if I produce a 25 kg, it's 150 cedis. And if I tell you out of the 150 cedis, I don't want to spoil mine. I don't want to go there. But it is also part of rabbit farming. In all, rabbit farming is very, very profitable. I'll hand over the mic to Farmer Damus to continue. Thank you very much. We'll come in again. Thank you.
All right. Farmer Sam Het, or Mr. Sam, thank you very much. I think we don't want to waste time. He has mentioned almost everything that there needs to be known about rabbit farming. I think that he has said a lot about, apart from the rabbits themselves, you get to sell other things like the feeders and then the bowls and all that. Personally, I've not ventured into the manure, but from what I'm hearing, it's like I want to make plans towards it. Amen. Because, hey, did I say amen? It's allowed. Because I was there when somebody called me that he needs 100 bags of rabbit manure. So I just put it on social media. He couldn't even get the number he wanted. In fact, I thought if I had gathered some droppings, I would have been able to make a lot of money then. So the thing we are doing, or the thing that some of us wants to do, is not a hobby. Please, this is the mistake. People can easily assume, say, Unyai and Dangwa a hobby. That is past. Now it's a serious business. Please, it's a serious business. I will go to media with I can stand here proudly and say that I am now a full-time rabbit farmer. This lady came to interview me. I was working somewhere. Now I'm on my own. All because of rabbit farming. I put a lot of money in it, and I know, say, in the next few months, I will surely reap. Amen. Please, if you keep hearing me say amen, don't be offended. Some of us, where we come from, amen is like a jargon. Great. So, rabbit farming is a business. Raising these ones, the prices alone. Now, a matured rabbit ranges from 200 cedis, 250. Now, even if you go into pure breeding, people are selling one pure breed for 1,000 cedis, 3 months old. Come again? Those ones are the important ones. That one, please, don't scare people, I beg you. But if you go into pure breeding, like you see, for example, dog breeding, when you go to the dog industry, they are very serious. Recently, I made some few inquiries and I realized that dogs are super expensive. Just a small dog that I looked at, 3,500, 4,000. Yes. And I saw that, hey, this industry is not for jokes. You can't even say that it's a hobby. Are you getting me? That's the same way we want to make the rabbit business look like. Then times when we used to do it as a hobby, please, it's past. If you are doing 5 animals, please say to yourself that you want to upgrade and make it a business. Like he mentioned, Mr. Farmer Brown. He is one of the people I listened to, and I told myself that this thing is worth the try. Yeah. He left his job as a government worker and told himself that he's going into rabbit farm. I don't have points. I'm just here to motivate you. That's all. And entered into it, and he's doing it fully. Rabbit farm, having hundreds of rabbits. It's, let's all join hands and make it a business. It involves money. You will put money in it. I was in Ashanti region, and I had to close it down and come here. I'm now in Kaswa, and I restarted somewhere in May. We always say it doesn't cost a lot to start, but please, no. That one is if you want to start small. Yes. For example, when I started, I bought three rabbits that their mother had died from a farmer. Just small, 50 cedis. That time, that was how come I entered into the rabbit farming. Discovered all that there is, and I decided to shoot up. Something like that is okay, 50 cedis, you can just be cutting grasses for them. But when I wanted to start at 12 though, just 12 mothers to start with. So far, I've spent over 12,000 Ghana cedis just buying cages and buying breeds and buying feed. Don't let it scare you. Me, people know me, I sell spreadsheets. I have all the calculation down. I know what I can get in the next 6 months going. So I'm not scared when I'm spending money on rabbits. People are selling pure breed, 1,000 cedis. Please, if you can afford, go and get one. Because they produce. Okay? So let's have it in mind. This is a business. A lucrative one. You can sell the meat and make money. You can sell the breeds and make money. As for these ones, they are bonus. Some of these ones, they are just bonus along the way. And I want to talk a little about the cement feeder. I also did the cement feeder. I don't know how many of you saw it on social media. I just posted it. Hey, I've started selling cement feeders. The kind of calls that were coming. At a point, I told them, hey, I'm not perfect at doing it. So you relax. Because if I take your money now and I come and give you something that is not well shaped, you will come and say, I've cheated you. So I have to pause on that one. So please, I will end it here so that the next person can continue. But please, let's have it in mind. This is a serious. Look at the number of people here. I'm very impressed. I want us to just clap for the organizers of this program. In fact, we, I think this Farmer Sam Heads. God bless you so much for this vision. Some of us have been waiting for this thing. I wanted to tell Farmer Brown about this program. I don't know if somebody informed him. Because Farmer Brown had always been talking about a program like this. Because I know him. He has always been talking about something like this. So I want, but some things were, I was just waiting for some confirmations. But I believe the next one, we can invite him to come around. Yeah. He personally invited me for one meet program. He personally invited me, said, now that you are around Kansua, we are having a program at so and so place, so come. And I went, and it was a serious meat program, not only rabbit meat, but he called me to come and represent rabbit meat so that people also know that we too we are in the market. Okay, so thank you so much, and I wish you all the best.
Creating awareness. We always complain. There is no market. There is no market. If someone is doing rabbit farming and the person is complaining, just any pakono, he or she is lazy. Now we have social media. For me, when I started, the history of Sam Head, when I started with Sam, and my wife is Harriet, so Sam Head. We started, and the day we decided to register the farm, we went to the Registrar General, and they told us that Sam Head, the name Sam Head, has been Obianim, Obiafa. Until yes, society, now I'm saying no. In fact, I was following the right channel. So I realized I have to Obianim Ghana system pass back for them to approve my name. Yeah. So I decided to do it SH. Until those that paid through the merchant, you saw that SH Farms by Sam Head. So now I have someone there who is saying that the door is opened, so I should pay 200 cedis. He will change the SH to Sam Head. I will do that. What I'm trying to say is, even if you are keeping 2 animals, you see, you wouldn't see the importance now, but it is good you register your farm. Registration, I think I picked the form 5 cedis. I brought it home, I filled it. When we are filing, I think my time about 5 years ago, yes, it was, I paid 60 cedis. For now, I don't know. Those that have registered their farm, 120, just 120 cedis. You pay, they give you certificate of completion. That means that you are a registered farm. That is where it starts, because some of the people I'm dealing with, recently, I had a chance of meeting some group, and they are saying that they wanted my certificate, something to show that it is a registered farm. And I was very happy to submit it, and the form A or something. I was happy to submit it. So please, that is number one. Number two, create a flyer. Even if you have one rabbit, it is about the future. Just create a flyer and start sharing it. Use it as your DP. As I'm standing here, I can ask some people right now that have they ever used rabbits as their DP before? They will tell me no. And it's very painful to the industry. Use the poster, just your status, and at least in a week, post it on Facebook. That is how we start marketing ourselves, creating awareness. When they call you and you don't have, refer them to some head farms. I'll give you the 10%. 10% money, say Farmer Max. Please, let's clap for Farmer Max. It's part of the organizing team. A strong man. Yeah, Farmer Max, 10%. Okay, so that is how it starts. And you will never complain of. Now, I can't even supply. You see, how can a main tone? Even 2 females breeding stock in Mawa. You will laugh at me. I don't even have. I don't have animal in my farm. My farm, the cages is empty. Why? Because I can't meet the demand.
The question will go to Farmer George. Farmer George said, if you are really doing the farm good and doing very well, at the end of the year, you got Edo can give you like 150 bunnies. No, Like if you're having 5 does, you can get about 150 bunnies. Now here in the case whereby some will later with 2, 3. I even have a doe that later first time. First time he gave me 5. Then the second time he gave me 3. The same procedure, nothing changed, but the number of bunnies reduced. In this case, how would you be able to identify that your procedure that you are taking is good, or in other words, is not good enough that you need to, in, how do I call it? You need to up your game on. Thank you.
People are now about to start. So usually when you watch videos on YouTube and stuff, farmers always talk about, I mean, it is profitable, it is prolific, it is this, it is that. You never hear them talk about the downside. So a lot of people end up with huge expectations. And then within 6 months, they are disappointed. So they end up stopping. You see, so I mean, those who are experienced here, mine is not actually a question. It's just for us to share experiences of some of the downsides. So that at least when someone is entering, the person is aware. So that the person is not, I mean, disappointed.
As I was talking, okay, during my presentation, I spoke about mortality. How many of you heard it? In one, the rate at which they multiply, those snail farmers, we have a snail farmer, you can bear witness. Snail back over to near to Kusabe 100. Who hatchia? I did snail. Who hatchia? Imagine as they grow, mortality setting. But the rate at which they multiply, no, that is where it becomes profitable. I had a pregnant, in fact, it was one of my best. I went to work, it was pregnant. 2 weeks to the time, I came back, in fact, it nearly took my heart, it gave me broken heart.
The farmers, at times we abuse the rabbit. You know, each and everyone here, we have rights. So the animals do have rights. So we shouldn't abuse them. We feed them very well, give them water. And you will see a rabbit farmer, you tell them, I don't go to the bush, I only feed them, give them formulated feed. No, the formulated feed is for a purpose. For the right food for a rabbit is the grass. But when you bring the rabbit home, let them feel like it's in the bush. Ghana is too hot. You see? So we should try and we should let them feel good. When you treat them well, I bet you the money that you are putting in, God will not let you down. But can't be giving animals maybe rice over in your kitchen, this over in your kitchen, and you expect your animals to produce more for you. No. God will not also will not let it happen. Garbage in, garbage out. So you see someone putting a room, there's no air inside there for the rabbit. You see their food, they don't clean it, they don't sweep it. All those things, and if you are afraid to sweep, don't go in. Because the rabbit, they are clean animals. They are very clean. So you should expect all those things when you are going to it. And don't say that I'm a rabbit farmer, you are not in the farm, you are giving it to somebody. No. For that, you are free already. Get involved. Even if your farm is big or small, get involved. Thank you.
Nutrition is a very lengthy or an in-depth topic we have to deal with. But because of the time constraint, I would just like to touch on it a little. It is very important to know how to formulate your own feed as a farmer so that you can cut down costs. I've heard them saying that most of the people speaking, they are complaining about the feed costs. And actually, feed takes about 70% of your total production cost. And because a recurring cost, you always have to, incur that cost. So to put it down, one of the things you can actually look at is the grass, the hay. You can use the panicum maximum So today we are going to have just this exhibition. We'll all come round. I have the seniors here. I will not talk alone. I'll give them the mic to also talk. I know most of them, they know the breeds. We have the New Zealand white, New Zealand red. As I said, please, on record, they are not pure breeds. I don't have pure breed here. Please. So they are hybrid. They are mixed breed. Okay? They are mixed breed. Although you see them big, they are mixed rabbits. Uh-huh. Okay, so please, we can come around. We all know that the Dutch, they are known to be good mothers. They are mostly used for breeding, especially the females. They are mostly used for breeding. So if you have a Dutch, you have the New Zealand white. Crossing them, you are sure that you can get um, a mother that can take care of 8 bunnies. This one is Havana. Some call it polished black, and when you go on the internet, you see the name. So it's also a meat rabbit. We have the lion head. The lion heads, they are show animals. They are not really good breeds. They are just show animals. If you want to use it, some are having good lion heads with more of the fair, kind of a lion type. But this is what we have. Okay, so they are used for shows and exhibitions and those things because of how they are. I could say this one is easily, you can just do it very easily in your farm. If you want to build cages, you can. So the association will start teaching on this on your own. You don't let a carpenter spend much on your farm anymore. So you just have to build it yourself. So we have this metal cage. So this is the New Zealand red. Okay, this is the New Zealand red. We have the New Zealand white. This one, they are all meat rabbits. Okay, they are all meat rabbits. Then we have the Bevrin. So the Bevrin is also a meat rabbit. In fact, all the rabbits we have now, they are all meat rabbits. I have mesh. That is what we mostly use for the cage, especially the base. The base. Don't go and use one by one. If you use one by one, you are going to you break the legs of your bunnies. You see that one by one, the space is open. So in the morning, when they are doing their gymnastics, when they are running around, you realize that their feet sometimes lock in the mesh, and they will begin to shake, and it may break. So one by one is recommended. Okay, one by one is recommended. You hold the ear with the skin, the back. Please, let's see. This is how we handle a rabbit. This is a professional way. Some people hold the ear and just pull it. Oh, you are killing it. And if you want to slaughter, please don't use stick. Some people use stick to hit the head. Fine. Then no, it's against their Ghana wildlife advocacy. It's against their. Yes, please. I don't want to. We can't kill. For here, we can't kill rabbits here now, please. But if you want to kill it, you can slaughter like the chicken. You see the mortality. If you want to control mortality, please, one of the best way is to give grass. Very, very important. At least give grass, and you are good to go. Other than that, mortality, you really have problems with mortality. You see they are enjoying. You can see the palomino. You see how shots are away in Rache. Who is it for? George. George. Always you are giving feed. You see the grass, how it's enjoying. Please, when you go, you give grass.
Okay, so we are still here at Bunnyfest 2024, the maiden edition, where we are creating the awareness of the existence of the rabbit industry in Ghana. I have here with me Mr. Fred Damois of Damo's Rabbit Farm. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing fine, Sika. How are you too?
I'm also doing very well. It's been a while.
Nice to meet you guys again.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. So let's talk about today's program. Who brought the idea of this whole Bunnyfest 2024?
Okay, well, I think the main person behind was Sam Het, and he just put up a group of guys together, and some of us just happened to, commit ourselves. So I think Sam Het was the one behind it, and so far so good. It has worked.
Today being the very first event of Bunnyfest, how do you see it? Were your expectations met? I mean, the number of people who came, the outcome, was everything on point for you?
Exactly so. I mean, for me, I was surprised because the whole one thing about rabbit farmers is usually difficult to organize rabbit farmers like this. But since the announcements and how everything went and what I've seen today, for me, it was a success. Yes, we can expect more and expect more people to come on board. But for the maiden edition, it was a success. The attendance was even beyond what we expected. So it was good.
Okay, and do you think this is going to be an annual something you are going to have every year, or you are still putting measures in place?
For sure, I personally asked him that we should try and organize it at least 3 times a year.
Okay.
Yeah, this is something that is lacking. I think pork, pig farmers do this, and chicken, poultry to do this, but it's not poultry is not so common. So we also want to involve ourselves in something like this. Usually, getting close to festive seasons, we can be doing this to create the awareness of the meat. Even today, just because of these banner displays and all that, we had people coming to ask what is happening. There's even a certain man who came. He's a farmer around, but he didn't know of the existence of anything like this. So if we keep it up like this, it will really help. So maybe 2 or 3 times a year. That's what we are hoping for. It's not going to be easy, but it can work. Sure.
So let's talk about you. Yeah, I hear you're doing your own thing now. How is the business going?
Oh, so far it's still at the incubation period. I just started in May, so we are still breeding. I've done a few winnings, so I'm expecting to expand. Probably next year we'll start business, active business. But for now, we are just producing.
We are
So,
hoping you invite us to your farm.
oh, hopefully next year when you come, the farm will look more beautiful. Then we'll have a very beautiful interview.
Thank you for your time.
Thank
I
you.
think you're in a hurry. Yeah, and the weather isn't looking so great today too. Yeah, so we have to leave you and then we'll see you some other time and continue this.
Sure. So it's a privilege to have you guys, and I must commend you for the good job you are doing. I think the last time interview, I had a very good response, and I could see people were following. I had people calling, asking for enquiries. So keep up the good work that you guys are doing. A big shout out to Mr. Alidu, your boss. I greet him wherever he is, and thank you too for the opportunity.
Thank you too so much. Okay, we'll see you some other time. Have a nice day. Okay, so that was Mr. Fred Damwa, the owner of the Moose Farms. We are still at Bunnyfest 2024. Stay tuned for more. We are still at Bunnyfest 2024, the maiden edition, and the purpose for this event today is creating the awareness of the existence of the rabbit industry in Ghana. I have the man of the moment here, Sam Heads. Sam Heads. He's the owner of Sam Heads Farms. His name is actually Mr. Samuel Pond Jr. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, Sika. I'm fine, very fine.
We thank God. This program, what brought about the idea of this whole program, this event?
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. So we started from a WhatsApp group of some farmers. You know, there are so many groups, but there is this particular rabbit learning group that we started from, and we started discussion as to how to help each other. Sometimes some people will talk on the page. We've not seen them. We don't know them. So why not meet, socialize, create a bond, think about the industry. So that is all how it started. So we started on the page, and gradually, we can see what is happening today. We decided to meet, fix a date, and meet this Friday holiday, Farmers Day holiday. Then we've done it. So I think that is how it all started, from a WhatsApp group, and now it's a reality.
Okay, so looking at the number of people who came and how the whole event went, were your expectations met?
In fact, I'm amazed.
Wow.
I'm amazed because the number we're expecting about 30 people, and rabbit farmers, we are tagged with no action. We'll say we'll come, we'll meet, we'll come, but the time will come, they'll not show up. But today, I'm amazed by the number. I'm amazed. We had to go and rent more chairs. And you saw what happened, and I'm amazed. And I'm very happy. At least, at long last, the industry is going to grow, and we are going to be recognized.
So is it something that's going to go on forever, or is just a one-time show?
Oh, so it's something that has come to stay. Okay. Yes, it is something that has come to stay. Looking at what they were saying, the members were saying, it is something that is supposed to stay. So in January, we are planning of going to Pediasi Lodge, going to do it big there around that area, going to do it big there. So it's something that has come to stay, and I believe it's going to help each and every rabbit farmer. Yeah, so it has come to stay. Yes.
We are hoping for the best, and then we are also happy. I mean, your expectations were met and everything went on successfully. We are wishing you all the best. We know there is more to come, and we are still hoping for the best. I mean, because of our time and the weather, the weather isn't looking so great today. We have to end our interview for today, but we'll visit again.
Sure.
We'll visit again, and then we'll have another interview. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you too.
Thank you for inviting us as well.
Thank you for coming, and God bless you and give you safe journey back home. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. So that's Mr. Opon Jr., Mr. Samuel Opon Jr. He is the owner of Some Head Farms. Yes, you already have his contacts from our previous interviews. Do well to buy from him. His rabbits are honestly the best. So this is where we end today's show. This is Bunnyfest 2024. This program was specially organized to create awareness of the existence of the rabbit industry in Ghana. Make sure to follow Hamburg Integrated Farms on YouTube, like our videos, share, subscribe, and then always make sure to share our videos so people can learn more about agriculture. My name is Sika. See you all next time. Bye.